Hello, everybody, and welcome to session number 14 of the Mass Effect Season 2 tabletop campaign. We had quite a session last time, and because we had quite an intense session last time, today's warm up is going to be very lighthearted. So it's very simple. The question is for each of your characters, describe for us your character's favorite fictional piece. And by fictional piece, I mean favorite movie, favorite book, favorite play, something along those lines that obviously doesn't have to be something that actually exists in real life that your character considers their favorite. Who would like to go first?
I can go first.
Is it obvious or is it not obvious?
Um, I mean, his all-time favorite, obviously, is the Indiana Jones trilogy. But when it comes to something a little more recent, Vito has a love for indie, like really low budget, uh, low budget romance movies or something like odd, like yeah, kind of like B movies, which he still considers it an oldie, but it's 5 years old because Solarians live pretty. So to him it's an old movie, but it's a Volus romance movie called Burning Feelings on Telesphia, and that is one of his favorite movies, even though by Volus standards, it's considered one of the cheesiest things that ever came out of Volus cinema. But Vito loves it anyway.
Uh, for Dia, her favorite thing is when she watched, when she stumbled in the TV late at night and went to Teletoon at night and ended up watching a Robot Chicken episode by the name of Fanny Flambeau and the Flaming Pussies Gang.
Mm-hmm.
That has impacted Dia's gay life on a lot of really disgustingly fundamental levels. And now she has developed a certain flaming technique just in commemoration of that pivotal moment in their childhood.
Nathan's a big fan of poetry, actually. He loves romantic poetry. He's read a lot of it when he was younger. He used to walk into libraries and just read books because he was like, I gotta practice anyway. But he picked up a William B. Yeats poetry compilation book. It's one of his favorites. It's a 20th century Irish poetry novelist. I would suggest it to anyone. But some of his favorite movies are John Wickian style action. Don't take themselves too seriously. Just go balls to the wall and have fun. One of his favorites are Trace Yankrook, an older Drell, who has been lighting up the action movie scene for years. A bit like think like Sylvester Stallone or Keanu Reeves. He's just been there for so long, everyone just knows him. That kind of style thing. So it's poetry and movies are like Nathan's two big things.
Yeah, since Gimmick woke up, it's been reading books and watching movies and such. I thought about this a long time ago, and I didn't think it was going to come up at this point. But at some point, I guess Pip showed Gimmick the version of like Pocahontas from the Ralloy. So like the thing that Gimmick liked about that is it's a story about two people that are different, but at the same time they are the same, and they it has a lot of things about nature and such. But yeah, I Gimmick like that movie a lot, and the songs. The songs are one of because every time Gimmick, they were watching one of the songs, people sing along. So yeah, it was fun.
All right. Cool. Well, let's get back into the story again. So, where we left off, you are back on the ship. Kowalin is going to leave and head to his room, and he still doesn't seem happy as he's leaving.
Dia is going to grab Gimmick, and she's going to say, okay. I think we all need a calm down moment. All of us. She looks at everyone. Oh, fuck. That shit just happened.
Yeah. I don't think anyone could have predicted that was going to happen. Certainly I did not, but well, should we do something about our fallen comrade?
We didn't really have time to ask anything. Do they even have any, I don't know, funeral ideologies or something?
Well, there's nothing really left for us to put up for him. I had to burn the body, or else shit would have gotten more complicated for us.
I understand.
I'm sorry, guys. If I could have taken his body with me, I would have.
He deserves something, at least. Just hopefully burning bodies isn't a cultural faux pas or something.
I hope not as well. But, we won't know till we find out. And, yeah.
It'll be at this moment that Zadreri enters into the room, and she'll say, "Oh, you guys are back. Wow. You guys look terrible. What happened?"
She's gonna walk up and give Zajari a hug.
She is kind of surprised by this, and she kind of just goes, good to see you too, Dia."
This was a bad outing, I would say. Kasash is dead.
Wait, what? You're talking about... You're talking about the... and or whatever he called himself?
Yeah, he was murdered.
By who? She says as her eyebrows furrow. Well, what would be eyebrows would furrow.
Someone we really can't fight.
Well, I knew you should have brought me with you. Whoever it was, I would have been able to sniff him out.
Well,
Maybe
yeah.
that guy had... He just...
He did the impossible with his biotics. He literally manipulated our brains, well, specifically Vito's.
Biotics can do that?
Apparently they can now.
Or at least his can.
Oh, that's actually kind of scary.
Very
And
Not much scares me.
We found out.
Somehow I just couldn't... I saw Kasaj die. And somehow I just couldn't understand Loon just walked to me and said he went home, and I believed him. You know, the worst part is, if it hadn't been for that, I think I would have went catatonic right there. Just, I'm gonna have to figure out how to dampen biotics. I'm gonna figure something out. Just gotta read some more.
I think fudge, we have so much to do, and do I have the red lyrium back?
I'm assuming.
We have this shit with us. We have to contain this somehow. I can't sleep at night if this thing's on our ship and it's like out in the open like this.
So Jerry eyes it curiously, and the reaction on her face is of curiosity, and she goes, "Ooh, those are shiny."
Dia just like holds it away from her, and like uses her body to cover it. It's very dangerous. It's what's causing all the biotics to disappear.
Wait, those gem-looking things are causing biotics to
I
disappear?
think so, or it's a lun, or it's something. We don't have a fucking clue.
I think, well, I could run some scans on it to know what that is, but maybe we should take it to a place where they have more advanced technology to scan it, like
People
a laboratory.
smarter than us.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So, maybe we could take it to Helix. Maybe they could do something about it.
Binary Helix? Isn't that the place that Dia said was all shady?
Well,
Yeah, I don't like leaving this thing with my brother at all.
Well, we know it only affects biotics, at least as hard as it affects us, you know. It's not as effective on non-biotics, from what I can see. I mean, it didn't affect Aya at all, considering how close she's been with it with the last 10 years.
That's I don't know if this thing can mess with our freaking minds. Yeah.
You don't
I
have to
don't-
leave it with your brother here. We're going to have to go back to the Citadel anyway and talk to Jules about it. So you could have him call up the binary helix lab on the Citadel, and maybe they can do it there. At least that way your brother's not involved.
No.
That's true.
My brother is very good at what he does. I'm sorry. Dia like takes the red lyrium. She eyes it very suspiciously. Just give me a second. I need to do something. And she just holds it up to her eye, and she's going to look around the ship with it.
She's going to hold up with her eye and she's going to look around the ship. Now, again, because it's not cut into a lens, the visions through it are not very clear. But the only thing you can see through it right this moment is there seems to be a lot of, I shouldn't say a lot, but there is a noticeable amount of cloudy red essence around Nathan Callahan's body.
Oh.
But only Nathan Callahan's body, as far as you can see.
Is there any one of those ghost people here?
Not in this room.
Okay. Well, sorry. Shit, you're full of this shit, Nathan. I can see it from this. It's not even that clear.
He just shrugs. You're probably the same if I was to take a look through it, to be honest.
What about Koalin?
Shit.
Yeah, we may need to speak to Koalan.
And I need to bring this up now rather than later. Nathan, there's a very good chance you and I are probably going to die by the end of this.
Yep.
So why are we even keeping this crystals around?
She's right. I can't sleep. I'm not going to sleep at all tonight with this thing here. We'll give it to my brother and be on our way.
Dia, if this thing can see the people that disappeared, don't you think it's important? Maybe smaller quantities. Maybe if we cut it up.
Aya has what's left of it, so.
Well, does it affect synthetics like me?
Maybe. We don't know.
Okay. I hope not.
We don't know. That's the problem, really. That's the big problem, really. I'll divert this to the group. What do you guys want to do?
Well, after seeing what happened last time, I think it's time that we get our group in order. Because for what I saw, everyone was trying to do something different, and yeah, maybe we should get a real leader and try to go up from there.
You mean like actual group cohesion, and be professionals?
Yeah.
I'm not sure we're cut out to be professionals yet. No.
And maybe if we're not cut out to be professionals, we should call Shias and tell her to find other people.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys don't think you can handle it, we can call Shias and get you guys replaced. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah. Even if we tried to explain half of the things we've seen so far, I think with what we know, we have the most chance. So, no, I'm not going anywhere either.
Me neither. I don't feel good about just leaving when we're already this far.
Well, good. Because I kind of like y'all.
Thanks, Sid.
So we take this to my brother, then find the Pathfinder ship, maybe? Or do we just regroup and get our shit together?
I think we need to regroup and get everything working functionally. We're not in any state to go doing anything right now. We're after losing somebody. Some of us are fairly badly injured, and we need to take time and get ourselves refocused.
Speaking of Nathan, I had a chat with a friend at Binary Helix.
Okay.
You should be able to have surgery soon if you so want it.
Well, I'm gonna have to inform the GBL commission and get paperwork filled out because people blow knees every day in my sport, and a lot of the time they don't let you replace it unless it's an extreme circumstance, which this is, but it'll still take them time. Maybe a week, maybe 2, maybe 3. I don't know. Maybe they'll fast track it because it's me. I don't know, but it'll take time for the paperwork to be put through and signed off on. So I can't just, unfortunately, go to Binary Helix right now and get my knee replaced because I'd never be allowed to play in the league again. So
That sucks.
yeah, it also stings. It's a very weird sensation.
You're welcome to use my cane.
That's fine.
Really?
No, it's fine. I've got a idea around it. I've already sent off some scans and paperwork to my highly trained, highly paid team of physicians. They'll get me a brace or something, and it'll work just fine.
You sure you don't want to get,
A wheelchair at least.
one of those bionic knees at all?
No,
I could use one.
no, I'm good with the real flesh and blood thing. The bionic things require an awful lot more maintenance.
Well, that would fit the rest of you, Nathan.
He cracks a smile. First time he smiled all day. All right, I see you.
She smirks a bit back.
Okay, I'm gonna get that paperwork filled out. Afterwards, I'm gonna need to talk to Quallen, and we're gonna need a piece of that stuff. That he points to delirium to give the jewels to make a lens anyway. So,
I mean,
when you're at binary, could you like get your brother to get like a Mass Effect fielded box or something to put it in?
I'll get something.
All right, thanks.
No
I'm
problem.
hungry. I feel like cake. I need some cake.
I'll buy some Chinese while I'm out too.
Oh, that would be great. Thank you.
No problem.
Again, not to go back to sad things, but how about Kasaja's things?
Well, I have them all.
Do you think that any of his fancy schmancy tech might be able to help us at all figure things out, like where his ship might be?
Yeah, we're gonna have to get someone to maybe Pip can look at those things and see if she can figure out how to use them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did mention earlier, if I'm not mistaken, that he managed to get it all working again and could find his ship.
We just need to figure out how it works.
Yeah.
No pressure.
Interesting
pressure.
project for Gimmick and Pip to do, I guess.
Dia is going to head to Binary Helix. She's probably going to offer. Anyone want to come with?
Well,
I think at least if nobody wants to come with you, you probably should take either me or Stan or Pip with you at least. Or Koalan. Although he didn't seem pretty happy when I walked by him just now.
I think we should leave Koalan alone for a bit. He wasn't very happy with the idea that Indy was Gimmick. And he figured it was a really big mess today. Today was a really big mess.
Wow. I wish I was there.
You don't.
You really
You
don't.
Oh.
well.
Well, I think you should take at least one of us with you if they're not going with you.
You know what? I might as well just take Stan with me.
I think he's in his room.
Oh. You
Might as
think?
well give them because apparently my brother is like thinks about Stan like his own kid or something. Fucker. Oh.
So, yeah, I mean, if you want to go ask Stan, I think you can go. He's probably in his room right now. If you want to go see him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Dia's gonna go ahead over to go talk to the guy.
Dia, you're going to go down to Stan's room in basically the hangar area, and you hear crying coming from Stan's room.
Dia's probably gonna stand at the door a bit, twiddling her fingers. She's probably gonna look down the hallway where the group is at, and she's gonna be like, "Fuck," and she's gonna knock the door.
Well, there isn't really a door because you just kind of take the elevator down and it's the hangar. It's not the hangar.
Well,
but
respectful, like looking away, just like knocking this sort of deal.
You'll knock, and you can at least see where Stan is, because he's got what constitutes as a bed that he's kind of sitting on, and he's on the bed, and he's got his knees pulled up, and he's got, he's kind of not in a fetal position, but he's definitely a lot more compressed than he normally is, and he has a bunch of the printed comics around him as if he had been reading them. And there's one specific comic that's in front of him right now, with the cover closed. It looks like it's a comic that he just recently finished reading, and you can sense some sobs coming from him. He sort of looks up at you as you're knocking on something, and then he looks into your eyes as if to acknowledge you for a moment, and you can see what looks to like little tears running down his face. And after he finishes, acknowledges you for a second, then he goes back to sobbing. If you were to well, I don't know what you do from there. You're still there. He doesn't respond to you other than acknowledging your presence, but he doesn't say anything verbally.
Hi, buddy. I'm just going to walk up, okay? Dia's just going to walk up to him. She's probably going to kneel down. She's going to be like, how come you're crying, big guy?
You asked that question, and just that right after you asked that question, your eyes fall on the comic he just finished reading. And it is the very famous comic on Earth where you see Superman in the arms of Lois Lane, completely injured. And you realize, based on your knowledge, this is the issue where Superman dies. And Stan's still like crying.
Oh, this. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know much about comics, big guy. I only know that Wolverine's hot. That's it.
Heroes aren't. He sort of mumbles a little bit. Heroes aren't supposed to die. I don't understand.
Inwardly, Dia's like, fuck, shit. Why did I walk in on this and not Nathan or something? But she just wipes her like invisible eyebrow, and she's like, it's because they just, they just die. You can't you can't really control it. I mean, people die. They die outside of your control, and there's not really much you can do about it.
No, I don't believe that. All these comics, all these stories, they're never supposed to die. Apparently, Stan hasn't read enough of these comics out of character. He believes that.
Well, I'm not going to spoil to you what happens later on, but from what I know, but well, I know heroes aren't supposed to die, but in their business, their type of business, things happen, right? There is an understanding that, hey, you can die, right? And these guys are heroes and do their hero work with that full understanding, which is what makes them heroes, right?
Yeah, but then that's supposed to mean that bad guys can win.
I'm not Nathan, and I'm not Vito. When I don't sugarcoat things. You've known me for a while now. I can't do that. I only deal in the cold hard truth and reality. Yeah, sometimes villains win, and most of the time they do.
Then why Why bother then?
Listen, Stan, the reason why would be, I guess, do you want to be the people who stand and watch and sit by as people fuck with them? Or do you want to be the person who says no and takes a stand? Even if you do die, chances are you're probably gonna die. I would rather die doing that than live longer being a coward.
He absorbs everything you're saying, and his head sort of lightly nods a little bit. I think I understand. No, I don't want to be a coward.
Yeah. That's not me giving you permission to be a fucking idiot. So I'm not Alan. So I don't have a PhD in physiology or some bullshit. So I prefer giving truth as I see it. And that's my truth, my living condition, the truth and perceptions I've learned over the years, and I pardon on you. That's if you want to learn things, big guy, you should always not just listen to what I say, listen to what everyone else says. Take that into consideration. This is just me and my personal beliefs.
All the same, what you says makes a lot of sense.
And well, on that note, big guy, you're gonna find out this eventually, but might as well say it to you here and now. Kisaj is dead.
What? No. He was supposed to read a few more of the comics with me. I was supposed to show him some things. No. No.
I couldn't bring his body back because, he's an alien. So I had to burn it there. I only have his belongings.
Stan again places his palms of his hands down on his bed, and then you can see his little fingers start to curl a bit and basically grab what constitutes as a sheet or a blanket, and then he suddenly says, "Who did it? Who killed him?"
Stan, I can tell you exactly who. You're probably going to find out by the end of the day.
Who's the villain?
Someone who's not for you.
What do you mean? Why not? You told me that I can't just stand by and watch like a coward.
I know. But I need a favor from you.
What's that?
We encountered this stuff, this red lyrium shit, and it kind of fucks with people's brains and makes them stronger. The person who killed Kasaj was high off the shit and snapped his neck and manipulated Beto's mind. I have to give a sample of the shit to my brother, and I need you to watch him, okay?
All right.
Because you're a collector. Well, was a collector. So I'm assuming you still have all the robot parts in you.
I guess.
So can you please watch them for me?
Sure, I can do that.
Thank you. And not to sound like a hypocrite earlier, you can come back after he's finished analyzing this stuff. I'll talk. We'll go together. We'll talk to Alan. I'll let him know what's happening. And then after after he's finished with the time he needs, we'll come pick you back up. Okay?
All right. With great power comes great responsibility.
Hey, I know that one. I mean, yeah. Yeah. This is a lot of responsibility. And if you see something shady happening, I need you to deal with it. As in, deal with it fast and quickly.
Oh, I can do that.
I know you can, which is why I'm asking you.
He wipes his forehead. It's a deal, he says as he holds up his hand to shake.
Thank you. And she shakes it back. Awkwardly, but shakes it.
Yes. Okay.
Dia's with Stan's gonna head towards Binary Felix to get get her own sample to bring back with her to have Jules turn it into a lens.
All right.
And that's that.
Is there anything that's happening while that's going on?
Nathan's gonna head up to the galley and open the fridge and pull out a Black Forest ghetto cake and cut himself a fairly big slice. I think a bit of comfort food, and he will also grab some ammonia-based like orange juice or apple juice or something like that, and well, I don't know if he's stumbling, but like limping his way back, he will knock on Koalin's door with the cake in his left hand and the juice in his right.
You'll knock on the door and you hear a response from inside. I am in the process of meditation. I do not wish to be disturbed right now.
Nathan will leave the drink down beside the door and head back up to the galley, where he will sit down and eat the cake, propping his leg up on like a chair or a stool or something.
Okay. I will say then, when you return to the galley after attempting to deliver something to Koalin, Pip is now on the dining table eating some salad.
Hey, Pip.
Oh, Nathan. So I was filled in by Zadreri of what happened while you all were out.
Limp. Sits down.
Nathan, you definitely look a little worse for wear, I should say. Of course, considering what Zadreri told me, I guess that's not too much of a surprise.
I could be worse, I guess. It's not the soft or hard tissue, it's the tendons that have issues with healing properly, especially when there's none left.
Well, all things considered, trying to find the silver lining, it could have been much worse from what I was told, and repairing a knee at this day and age should not be that hard.
Yeah, I just need to fill out some paperwork and send it off to the GBL commission, and in time I should be able to get it replaced with a brand new biological replacement, so should be fine.
I'm sure you are more than well off enough to be able to pay for all that.
He kind of just waves. I'm not paying for it, but I'll take a free knee every now and again.
I see. Well, we, sounds like we, sort of got ourselves in a bit of a hole.
He will take a slice of the cake and eat it. Yeah, I'd say that's a fairly adept description of where we are right now. How you feeling, Pip?
Oh, me personally, I'm actually doing just fine. I'm just concerned about the overall morale of the group, to be perfectly honest.
You and me
I've been
both.
trying to keep my spirits up, and after a very, very heated and dramatic argument, I needed some time to unwind a bit, so I've been trying to give myself a few. I've been trying out a little bit of aromatherapy while you guys were out, and it's helped me quite a bit. Though I figure it'll probably take a little bit more than some incense and candles to solve this problem.
Yeah, I'm hoping to stop off on Tessia and David on the way back to the Citadel. Then when we get back to the Citadel, I've heard Vito has ideas, but we'll see. We got work to do, but it'll take time to get there.
I'd like to believe that we'll get there. I have to believe we'll get there.
You and me both, Pip.
She will nod. Meanwhile, we're gonna say that you guys, as in Stan and Dia, will arrive at Binary Helix again.
Okay. Dia's probably gonna make sure it stands in his goddamn Superman outfit, as derpy as it looks.
Yeah.
And Dia's gonna be like, probably at the front desk. I would like to meet with Alan Wintry, please. We met earlier. I just need to talk to him again.
Sure. So you didn't have a prior appointment?
No, it's kind of an emergency, like lots of people will die emergency, that kind of one.
Oh.
Yeah.
What did you say your name was?
Logan Wintry.
She'll page. Hello, Mr. Wintry. I have a Logan Wintry at the front desk.
Dia's gonna like take that thing right out of her hand and be like, "Hi, Alan."
Hey, Dia. Wow, I didn't think I would hear from you this soon.
I didn't think what happened in the next few hours actually happened. I'm gonna come up to see you now. Okay, bye. She's gonna hang up for the lady, and then.
All right. The lady just kind of doesn't really know how to respond to that, and you just walk by. And as you walk by, Stan just kind of like gives her a nod, and then a more flourishing bow.
I'm just gonna smack him on the head. Get your shit together, boy. Come on, let's go.
And then you guys will make your way back to Alan's office. And since you've been in Alan's office, you see that there are piles and piles and piles of different disks and drives on his table since you last saw him. And just browsing on some of his files, you see that he's been doing a lot of research on dark energy and dark matter since you last spoke. Like you told him to, I think.
Yeah. So she's like, happy that that's going along well. Is Alan in here?
Yeah, he's there.
Hi, Alan. Okay, Stan, come in. Hurry up, sit down.
Stan comes in, and Alan will immediately stand up when he sees Stan, and Stan sort of silently gives him a salute. Stan, you're back, and what are you wearing? Stan kind of looks at himself, and he sort of gives a little like superhero pose, and he says, "Let me guess, this was your doing, Logan?"
Yeah, it was sort of like how do we get him to walk in public without people, thinking he's a freak?
Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna think he's a freak in that outfit.
Exactly, right? I'm so good at my job, aren't I?
Well, he does seem really comfortable in it.
It's because I patted the innards with No, out of topic. Out of topic. Don't distract me. Um, Here, I have this shit for you. And Dia, like, she would have brought the red lyrium, like a little bag, and she's gonna prop it onto his desk and open it up.
Wow. Hold on a sec. And then he'll go over to one of his drawers and he pulls out what appears to be some sort of metallic looking box with like a window in the box. And then he just kind of places it over the pile.
Say hello to the most dangerous substance in the goddamn universe.
How in the world did you get your hands on such a thing?
I found it in the local college before the college professor tried to kill us.
You're talking about the biotic school?
Yeah, that one, that just blew up.
I think I might have seen that in the news actually just now. So you all were there.
Yeah, long story short, this shit's from another dimension. It fucks with your mind. It's the reason why people have been vanishing, all the biotics. Me and my friends and any biotic who's near this stuff has been infested with the shit and this substance. And Stan's gonna help stay with you, and he's gonna guard you from it.
Wait. So this is from another dimension?
Don't think about it. Just let it slide through your mind, like.
Well, no. The reason I ask is because I just so happen to have just been knee deep in all this dark energy and dark matter study that I just started reading up on this other theory of light energy and how they said that light energy might be able to somehow cause a gateway into a parallel universe.
Oh, those fucking bastards. Wait, so light energy, gateway, light energy. I want to send a message to the group, like in a group chat. I want to kill all those fuckers when I see them next time. I hate you. Just gonna send that to them. And
Okay.
and she's gonna say, okay, that's so light energy is made when there's dimension traveling?
No, I mean, in theory, if you were able to gather enough light energy or generate enough light energy, which, again, it's just a theory. I don't think we have any technology that could allow us to actually make light energy. But if such a thing were to be made, one of the things it could be used for is to travel to other dimensions.
Okay.
It's theorized.
Okay.
So you're saying someone managed to figure out that technology and brought this from a different parallel universe? And
Yeah.
now it's the most dangerous substance in the universe?
Yeah, basically.
I definitely feel the need to study this then. So
Yeah, that's why I'm here. We had our lovely talk seconds ago, but literally just this morning. But like, I need this shit analyzed, big guy. I need this.
all right. I will make this a priority.
Make it and anything dark energy related a priority, a complete priority. You won't believe what we saw this thing can do.
Do you know anything else about it? Do you have any other data on it that will at least help me?
Yeah, Dia's gonna say, listen, this stuff is most like, without a doubt, what's responsible for the biotics disappearing. And lucky news, they're not dead. Hopefully, not dead. They just vanished to a different place.
Like another dimension, parallel universe?
I don't know what to call it. It's just like they're all still here. You can see them through the glass.
He's looking through and he can say, I see. He takes like some sort of device, some sort of like tech device, and he looks at it through the Delirium. I do see red shadowy figures flickering in the stuff.
We saw someone disappear, and when we looked through it, they were standing right there.
When you look through it, you saw them through the.
Well, we saw the shadowy stuff, but we're already going. If you can like cut off a piece, I know somebody who can turn this into a proper lens, so we have like a clear view.
He sits back and then he thinks for a moment. Interesting. All right. I have.
And there's another problem. Dia's gonna hold up the glass right in front of her. She's like, "Look through this at me."
Oh my God. He's looking at it and he says, "There, it's all over you."
Yeah, and I think I know why I'm getting those symptoms now.
I have a theory, he says, but I need to test it properly. First thing we got to do is find out, does this, if what you say is true and this actually affects biotics, I have to make sure that it doesn't affect anyone who is not biotic. A. B. I need time to figure out if my theory is true based on what I've researched on dark energy and dark matter.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can get you an answer in the next 24 hours, at least some update in the next 24 hours.
Yeah, quickly would be best because I really don't want this shit to kill me from the inside out.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
I promise.
thank you. And this stuff, I think I have evidence to believe it screws with your mind because the one person who, it's a long story. I'll just skip. Like, I'll give you the Cliff Notes version of it. These two people that came from a different dimension, they came to ours, brought something into it, and it looks like this thing messed with one of their brains so much that that they literally went crazy and tried to kill us.
Wow.
But the other person, the other dimensional hopper, wasn't affected, even though that thing was by them for 10 years.
That's disheartening or disconcerting.
Yeah, and now they've turned into a literal biotic god. I'm not joking when I say that. A literal biotic god.
All right. Good to know all this information. Yeah.
So,
give me some time. Out of character, when you decided to go to Binary Helix, did you also bring some of Kasaja's tech?
yeah,
or you just
without a doubt.
You did. Okay. So are you going to give him that too, or are you just going to keep it to yourself for now?
I think what Dia would do is she'll stay for a little while. I have some tech with me that
right.
can probably might lead to some advancements on the whole light energy stuff. It's from an alien race that kind of crash landed into our galaxy. Don't think about this. Really, just don't think about this. Just like let this slide over your head like butter.
All right, that's fine. If you have the tech, then I definitely will try to work with that
I just
too.
need to like analyze it because I need this. I need this to find their ship, their mother ship, and yeah. So I'll stay here for a little bit. Then I'll take this stuff and have to skedaddle. I'll let you analyze it.
All right.
And Stan here, he's going to watch all of you. And I've told him to put you guys down if one of you starts going crazy.
He looks a little bit nervous about that. But then after that, he says, okay, Stan, I guess it's just you and me then.
Yeah, we're going to come pick him up after you guys are finished with all of this. I'm just asking this favor. That's all. I think Dia is probably going to be like, okay, you're going to be fine. Breathe. Don't act like a mute. We'll get you. when everything's finished, maybe like next 24 hours or so, just watch and make sure no one goes night psycho crazy and tries to kill everyone.
I got it, Stan says.
And don't freak out so much around my brother. He's like your dad.
Yeah, I know.
You know, then stop acting like a goddamn angsty teenager and go hug him or kiss him or something. I don't fucking know.
Hug him and kiss him.
I'm not asking for mouth to mouth, you asshole.
All right, I'll be good.
Okay, bye. Dia's gonna give him a little hug and then be on her way.
Okay.